Happy Camper Radio.
Back at you again, the Happy Camper Radio Show, episode 279. I'm Skip. I am a happy camper, and wow, am I happy today.
Oh, boy.
Daniel, so glad to see you here.
Hey.
Back in town, just got back from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for my very first Grand Design Rally. Wow, Daniel, that's all I've been saying the whole time, wow. I was told this was going to be an experience.
Yeah.
And, man, we've got a lot of things to talk about
All
today.
right.
And if you're a subscriber to our YouTube channel, got a lot of great video to see. I want you to stick around for it. You'll be excited as we are. Happy Camper Radio, episode 279. It's coming at you right now. Stick around for it.
Happy Camper Radio.
And as always, the Happy Camper Radio can be found all around the world by great listeners like yourself. You can find us in just about any one of those podcast directories out there, whichever one you choose. Chances are you're going to find Happy Camper Radio. Plug us right into the search engine, and you'll find us there. We're on the web, too, 24/7 at www.happycamperradio.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on X, and by all means, subscribe to our YouTube channel because that's where you get to see Daniel and I in the studio, out on the road, wherever we may be.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And speaking of on the road, Daniel, I had every intention of doing a show down there in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
All right? But you know what I know. Okay, the weather is not always going to cooperate.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had the whole shooting match packed away in the RV.
Mm-hmm.
Had the cameras, had microphones, had everything. But, you know, because of the expense involved and the conditions, you know, it just was not ideal for us to bring that equipment out. Now, I got down there on Wednesday. Now, hey, I want to point this out, Daniel. The only mistake I made the entire time, okay, is I didn't leave 5 days early.
Oh, yeah. You were talking about that.
Oh, Daniel. And I was I was following it because I'm a member of that Facebook group.
Yeah.
All right. And I saw the party atmosphere that was going on. And I'm saying to myself, what am I doing back here in Little Bern, Georgia? Why am I not down there at Sun Outdoors Myrtle Beach?
Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
well, you learn something every time, and next year's going to be a different story.
Okay.
Now, Daniel, I've got to give a big shout-out here. A big shout-out, yes, to Michelle and Nicole, the Wagon Masters. Daniel, they went above and beyond. They knocked this one out of the park.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, they couldn't have done a better job of putting on a rally.
Oh.
And you know, and Daniel, you know, they're promising next year is going to be bigger and better.
Oh.
In fact,
I'll have to come.
Next year, most likely it's going to be the largest regional Grand Design rally in the country.
Okay.
And there's going to be more RVs, there's going to be more openings, and I'm going to be right there by my computer, ready to make my reservation when that opportunity arises.
All right. I hope you get it.
Yeah, I do too, because like I say, if I get in there this year, okay, or should I say 2025,
yeah,
I'm going to make sure I'm down there about 5 days ahead of time. Daniel, these are some of the nicest people in the world you would ever want to meet at a Grand Design rally. We talk all the time about the nicest people meeting at a campground, but Daniel, everybody I met down there, you know, if the whole world, if the entire world was like a Grand Design rally, we would be the most magnificent country in the world.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. The only thing we need to do now is get you in a Grand Design.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
We're working on it.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah, okay. But there were a lot of new Grand Designs on display down there.
No pop-ups,
Yeah,
though.
no pop-ups. Okay, but yeah, we got to see what the new models look like.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's good to dream. It's nice to dream. But I'm comfortable with what I had. Now, my brother came down from Pittsburgh, and he stayed with me there the entire time. And here's the remarkable thing, Daniel. He's coming from Pittsburgh. I'm coming from Little Bern, Georgia.
Yeah.
We arrived at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, getting out of Atlanta was a little bit of a challenge.
Okay.
All right. I did allow myself some time. I figured it takes about 5.5 hours between home and the campground.
Yeah.
When I got out of Georgia into South Carolina, I did run into some road work, and I expect that to happen. But there was one nasty accident, Daniel, on the interstate, and it set me back about 2.5 hours. And I did get to pass by that wreck. And Daniel, I wish everybody well. That was a nasty accident. Okay.
Yeah.
And, it set me back about 2 hours, but we did eventually get there.
Yeah.
Like I said, the weather didn't cooperate very well throughout the entire rally. But, hey, we got there on Wednesday, got everything set up, and, we just started having a great time right then and there. And the actual opening ceremony occurred on Thursday, and the weather was beautiful Thursday. Yeah. We took a lot of walks throughout the park. And Daniel, this is I'm talking a monstrous campground.
Okay.
Sun Outdoors, Myrtle Beach. Yeah, they really take good care of that campground. Cool. Lawns are well manicured. The restrooms facilities are well kept. And, you just go just about anywhere and have a great time. So we spent a lot of time walking through the entire campground. And, Daniel, there were grand designs everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that park allow pop-ups? Did they, like, normally?
I don't know. I can't say for sure, but this particular rally, there were a ton of RVs. Now, there were some non-grand design RVs. I mean, they didn't close the park down just because they were having a rally. I mean, I did see some other models there, and, those people were just as friendly.
Yeah.
Everywhere you look, Daniel, they're waving to you. Hey, how are you doing? And we just had an absolutely wonderful time. In this particular campground, because it is so large, you can rent golf carts.
Oh, nice.
Okay, they have golf carts rentals, and I held off doing that because I need my exercise. Sadie needs her exercise.
Oh, yeah, she
and
does.
My brother and his dog, Pancha, they got out and about too. But we took a lot of long walks through that park. Now, the rally, like I says, is well organized. It was well put together. The seminars, they had a ton of seminars, Daniel.
Yeah.
And, we had the whole list of everything that was going on there. Now, they tell you because, there's a lot of activity here, don't try to go to every single seminar there is.
Yeah.
Find things that you would be interested in, things that would pertain to the way you camp, right, and attend those. And that's exactly what they did. I mean, I attended a few of them. But it was a nice hike over to the G section of the campground. They had a big tent over there, and that's where all the seminars were held.
Cool.
Okay. So, I just took my time walking on over there, and, there's a nice pond, a nice, a little bit of everything that you would want in a campground.
Okay.
And they had it all there.
They have putt-putt there?
Putt-putt, Daniel. Yeah. They had a monstrous mini golf course. Wow, you should have seen this. Now, I didn't play putt-putt while I was there.
Oh,
okay,
wow.
There's too many other things going on.
That's and
there was always evening activities.
Yeah.
You can get over here to the Carolina Commons, and there was always activities going on. They had nightly entertainment there.
Okay.
And, especially our last day, we were there, and we hung out for a good long time.
Cool.
Okay. But, the temperatures were pretty decent. I mean, it was a little on the chilly side. You had to bring a jacket with you on a couple occasions when you were out and about. But outside of that, I can at least say the forecast where they anticipated rain, it wasn't as bad as what they were calling for.
Pretty bad here.
Okay, yeah. But, it was, we got into the tent there, and, it protected us from the rain. But, still the water on the grass underneath, you had to walk through a few puddles and everything to get to the table or wherever you're sitting at there.
Yeah.
But, I really had a great time. I got to say also, Daniel, of all the seminars they had, the one I enjoyed the most, and everybody enjoyed the most, was the Iron Dog K9 International Demo.
Oh.
Yeah, they had a police dog there. And they talk about everything they do. It's a great organization. I talked to one of the organizers there and gave him our card, and I told him I'd like to have him on the show sometime.
Ooh, nice. Right.
But that particular seminar, Daniel, I will say that was probably the most attended seminar of the entire rally.
Okay.
I mean, it was a full house. And and my hat's off to all the wonderful Grand Design owners who were there that attended, that generously donated to Iron Dog K9s International.
Okay.
And I made a generous contribution myself.
Cool.
Now, I understand they're going to be at the Brunswick rally coming here at the end of April.
All right.
So, you'll get to see them.
Cool.
But, they took us outside, and, of course, it was nice weather at that particular time. They did a demo with a drug dog.
Yeah.
It was really wonderful. And it shows, they talked about how they support law enforcement and canine officers out there.
Yep.
It's just an absolutely wonderful group. And I hope to have an opportunity to talk to them here on the show sometime in the not too distant future.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, my brother, like I say, he came on down here, and one of the things I took a lot of pride in, Daniel, he stayed with me in the RV.
Okay.
And so many times throughout the course of this rally, he would be looking for stuff, and I let him do most of the cooking.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, he's good at that, too. And he always was asking me, he says, Skip, do you have this? Yes, Skip, do you have this? Yeah, it's under the bathroom sink. It's in that right-hand drawer over here.
Yeah.
And there was one time he asked me, do you have a rubber spatula? I didn't have one. Daniel,
oh, my God.
Daniel,
what?
It really hurt my pride.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I got one now.
Oh, all right.
So, yeah, I mean, I'd like to say hilarious. I have just about everything. We did cook outside one day. Okay. There was one morning we did have breakfast outside, and he was doing all the cooking and everything. But after that, like I said, the rain moved in, and it was just not a good time to be grilling outdoors.
Yeah.
We had some great neighbors there that moved in. One of the other Grand Design owners had a Transcend Explorer like myself.
Nice.
They came in a day later. But they were there for the rally. They had a great time, just like we did.
Yeah, cool.
So it's one of these things that, I now belong to all the Grand Design Rally Facebook groups here on the East Coast.
Oh, well, we got the East Coast covered now.
Yeah, I got the entire East Coast covered, and, I'm just going to make sure that when these rallies open up, when they put their tickets on sale, I'm going to stay on top of every one of these Facebook groups,
boy.
Daniel. Because I am hooked. I am really, really hooked. It's and Grand Design is a good RV.
Yeah.
Daniel, if it wasn't, I wouldn't own one.
Yeah.
Okay. But we had a really wonderful time. We walked through the park, like I say, and I just can't say enough about Sun Outdoors Myrtle Beach. It's the ideal place to hold a rally. So, what did you do while I was gone?
I worked.
You worked, yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
okay.
Working stiff.
Yeah, but I got on home here. Like I said, I stayed over an extra day.
Yeah.
Because I have relatives down there, and I was come to be surprised that they only live like 3 miles away from the campground.
Wow.
So we went over there. We had a cookout. And we relaxed, talked over some good times.
Yeah. And
it just makes me want to make sure that I get back down there again in 2025.
Yeah, definitely. Okay,
but I got on home. And, Daniel, I've been a little bit exhausted, but I've been a little bit excited, too.
Yeah.
Okay, so, the 200 MK is sitting out there in the driveway right now, but it doesn't like to sit long.
No, it doesn't.
Tomorrow morning, I'm back on the road, and this time I'm heading up to the old federal campground up on Lake Sidney Lanier in Hall County.
Right.
So this is good. This is going to be a short trip, Daniel. I really wanted to actually get away for a week again.
Yeah.
Because, I don't like to come home right away.
Yeah.
But, as you remember, 3 years ago, I lost my oldest daughter, Kelly. All right. And, it was a tragic event. Anyway, the person responsible for her death, his trial is coming up a week from tomorrow.
Okay.
Now, it's been a long haul for all of us here, family members especially, myself included. Kelly's friends and everything, but there has been one constant defense delay after the next. And it shouldn't come as no surprise because in my law enforcement career, I'm so used to seeing that.
Yeah.
All right. But, when it's affecting you personally, I mean, I really want to get this behind me. I don't talk about this often, but, I'll probably be speaking of it again after the trial. The tough part is just waiting.
Yeah.
All right. And I really so bad want, I don't want to say closure. There'll never be closure.
No.
Okay. But this chapter will at least be closed.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, the district attorney's office had been in touch with me. They told me so far everything is on schedule. All the witnesses have been notified and everything. But, they're still a week away and anything can happen.
Yeah.
So, So we'll see what happens from there. And once that occurs, we'll probably be off for a week. I'll probably have to digest all of this here, and then really build myself back up to get you in the studio again and do another show.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a lot of good things we have planned here in 2024 and 2025. Okay, a lot of great camping trips coming up, and like I say, including that one which is about 3 weeks away.
Oh yeah,
down in Brunswick, Georgia, and I'm
wait.
really looking forward to getting down there. I didn't get to the coast while I was there, Daniel. This campground, the Sun Outdoors Myrtle Beach, is located in Conway, South Carolina. It's about a 20-minute drive away from the coast.
Okay.
So I never did make it that far.
Yeah.
All right. Same down with Brunswick. I mean, we're not going to be right there on the coast, but if you want to just get in your vehicle and take a drive, and I might do that with Sadie too.
Yeah.
She just might get out there just to get a breath of fresh air by the ocean and everything. I got to say this too, Daniel, about Sun Outdoors. All right. If you make a reservation, just about everything there is self-contained. All right. Everything, you're going to find everything you need. They've got a convenience store right there.
Oh, nice.
Okay. The first night my brother and I were there, we were able to order pizza.
Oh, cool.
Okay. And took a couple big boxes of pizza back to our RV because we didn't want to cook that night.
There you go.
So we were relaxing. And, of course, we met a lot of nice friends right there while we were waiting on our pizza order to come out of the oven.
All right.
Okay. I did go into the gift shop.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to get a nice, colorful Myrtle Beach T-shirt.
Okay.
All right. And when I went in there, Daniel, there was one T-shirt that caught my attention. And I said, no, I got to get this one.
Okay.
All right. It's a salute to the public safety officers of Myrtle Beach.
All right.
And that one, I says, yeah, this one here is worth the purchase. I'm going to go ahead and order this. And, if you're watching this on YouTube, you get to see an actual picture of that shirt. I wore it that day when I showed up for the group photo.
Yeah.
And I was right down there in the front.
I saw
you. I was waving to the drone up there.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. But you can see just how big that rally was.
Yeah.
Just how many people went to that rally. Okay. The toughest part, was the closing ceremony.
Yeah.
All right. It only lasted 3 days, and you're saying to yourself, well, couldn't it just be a little bit longer than
Yeah,
this?
definitely.
But I'm sure that's the way it is with every rally.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we've got a lot of things to look forward to. And there's this one rally. I didn't get to meet the Wagon Masters.
Yeah.
But the ones from Tennessee were there. And that particular rally, I think, is going on right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I want to get in on that one, too, because my son-in-law, Luke, lives up that way.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to go ahead and get into that rally. And, of course, like I say, allow myself some extra time to spend there before the rally gets started and afterwards, so if I do have family living in the area, it'd be a great opportunity to go see them.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited about this particular camping season, Daniel. This one here kicked off my 2024 camping season, and it couldn't have been any better.
Yeah.
So
it just got started, really.
Yeah, and we talk a lot about it, on the program here. I've got a trip up to Pennsylvania that I've got coming, and I'm not going to make the mistake I did last year, Daniel, and try to get up there in 2 days.
Right.
Because that's a long drive.
It is.
It is, and especially when you're hauling your four-legged friend with you there.
Yeah, she's a big one.
That she is, and and I've got my RV pulling behind me there. When I went up there last November, and of course, that's temperatures were starting to really get down to freezing at that particular time. I spent the night in a truck stop. All right. Well, this time what I'm going to do is I got a campground on the way that I've already spotted. I'm going to go ahead and start out 2 days early.
Nice.
And halfway up there in the state of Virginia, I'm going to go ahead and camp a couple nights.
Nice.
All right. And I've got the time to do it, too. So, and I'll have some time with my friends and family up in Bellefontaine State College, Pennsylvania, because that's where a lot of our ancestors were from. Okay. And we're going to be staying at the Bellefontaine KOA campground.
Nice.
And then from there, I'll move back down into Pittsburgh, where I'll be celebrating my mom's birthday. She doesn't know I'm coming yet.
Oh, boy.
She will when she watches this episode. But yeah, Mom, I will be there for your birthday, and I'll be spending it the campground up there, the Mountaintop campground, which is where I stayed the last time.
Oh, okay, cool.
Same site 45.
Ah, 45, lucky number.
It is the lucky number. And tomorrow, when I head up to the old Federal Campground, this time I'm staying at site
45.
45. Daniel, I'm going to shoot some pictures, shoot some video. It's right there by the lake.
Nice.
It's going to be very, very exciting. And we've got to get you and Deidre out here on some of these camping destinations that I'm going to.
We only get so much time off.
No, you get so much time off, but, let me know when that is.
I will.
Okay? Because, I want to camp with you every time we've camped so far, and we haven't done too many.
Yeah.
All right. I definitely have the opportunity.
You left me high on dry on one.
Yeah, well, I didn't have any choice on that one.
You went from tent to RV that one day.
That was a good thing. It really was a good thing, And every now and then I sit back and I look at the episode we did down in Port St. Joe.
Yeah.
Now the only difference I've got to say, Daniel, between Port St. Joe and Conway, South Carolina, where Sun Outdoors is located, I had to leave the campground one time because I had to get a propane tank exchanged. And I think a lot of people in the area had to get propane tanks exchanged because the nearby gas station was all out.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, but I had to drive down the road a little bit, and I picked up a couple things while I was out there. And one of the good things I like about that area, okay, they don't price gouge you like they did down in Florida.
Yeah.
That particular area we stayed in, I learned my lesson, take as much as you can with you and try not to leave the campground if you can help it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Daniel, it was a great opportunity to go camping. I'm still pumped up and excited.
I can tell.
I'm just ready to get out the door tomorrow and get up there on Lake Lanier, and I think we may have a tad bit of rain in the forecast, which is no big deal. I mean, because I've got the RV, but I just love those sunny days and love the opportunity to go camping by the lake. Any opportunity I can. Well, Daniel, I'll tell you what. I would normally do a featured campground of the week right now.
Oh, but
we've been talking about it. We've been showing video of it right here on our YouTube channel. And again, my hat's off to Sun Outdoors Myrtle Beach for their hospitality, their kindness. Daniel, this is the ideal campground to stay at.
All right.
Okay, and if I ever get back to that area outside of a Grand Design Rally, I don't care what campground they have down there. I'm going to stay at Sun Outdoors Myrtle Beach. Where on earth, Daniel, can you go to already have your reservations planned, already have your camping destination paid for, and not even have to visit the campground office?
Nice.
This was great, Daniel, because we pulled right in there, all right? And all we had to do is go right to the guard shack, all right? And they say, we'll check you in right here.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, and next thing you know, you've got somebody on a golf cart that's escorting you right to your site. Yeah,
that's cool.
It's friendly. It's a great place to be. And again, all the kind people out there. Audrey, I spoke with her a few times on the phone, and she's just been so helpful. And everything out there is just in place for anybody that enjoys outdoor camping. If you ever happen to get to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, you're looking for a great place to go camping, hey, consider Sun Outdoors in Myrtle Beach. I would say that is our featured campground of the week, Daniel, and that's right here on the Happy Camper Radio Show. Well, anyway, that's about all the time I have, and I'm out of wind, Daniel. I didn't even allow you to do too much talking this episode.
I was just watching you vicariously through Facebook and all your messages.
Yeah, and
this guy was texting me the whole time he was down there, making me all jealous.
Now, that wasn't to make you jealous, Daniel. I was just trying to get you all pumped up and excited and everything for the next camping trip.
Oh, well, I mean, it's coming up pretty soon, so I'm pretty excited about going down to Brunswick. It's going to be cool.
Yeah.
I got an electric bike pretty soon, so I'm going to try to bring that down there and ride it around.
It's not a big campground, Daniel, but I'll tell you what, from everything that I've seen about that particular campground there, it's also very well kept and well maintained. But the whole idea here, bringing you along, is to get you all pumped up and excited about the Grand Design life and seeing firsthand what these rallies are all about. So we're looking forward to having you, Daniel.
Yeah.
Down there in
Brunswick,
Georgia. Okay. And hopefully we get you in a Grand Design not too far down the road. That's going to wrap up today's edition of the Happy Camper Radio Show. Oh, man, am I out of wind, Daniel.
Woo-wee.
Did a lot of talking today.
You did.
Yeah. But I got a few bags I got to pack here and put in the RV. I did all my grocery shopping yesterday.
Swag. I got a big old swag bag.
Look what I brought home for Daniel. Yeah. Well, we're going to do it again real soon, Daniel. Remember, friends, every pet deserves a loving home. I want you to do exactly as I did. Visit your local shelter and adopt a pet today. We're on the web 24/7 at www.happycamperradio.com. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on X, and by all means, subscribe to our YouTube channel. The Happy Camper Radio Show is a presentation of Skip Huber Productions. I'm Skip. I am a happy camper. Daniel, with his Star Wars shirt, I think that is.
Star Wars.
Yeah, we're going to make him a happy camper just like we will right out of you, huh?
Yes,
Talk to you.
sir.
Bye-bye.
Radio.